Candlestick Park, located on the western shore of San Francisco Bay, was built way back in 1960 and has been the site for 49ers games since 1971. This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks will start this drive at the 20-yard line. Here's the pass. Leaping catch.
And there you see just a little bit of how tremendous these athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go up above the defense and make a play like that, that was fun to watch.
Huge pressure by the defense. And they got him. But at least the play will only result in a 2-yard loss.
Playing defensive end is all about the get-off. Can you anticipate the snap count, turn the corner, even if you don't get the sack, at least force that quarterback to step up so those big defensive tackles can get him.
Dumps it out left. Tackle was made by Carey.
Well, they gained some yards on that one, but really a good job by the defense. They knew all they had to do was just keep the ball in front of them to stop them on third down.
This one's going to go out of bounds at the 31. The 49ers will set up shop at the 31. Passes it out. Incomplete pass.
Ben Roethlisberger has a reputation as a bit of a wild thrower. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe it looks like he's almost aiming the ball. If he just relaxes and just goes back to the fundamentals of his mechanics, I think he'd be fine.
He lost yardage on the play.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Throws it out, and he caught it. What happened there?
Yeah, that's a great call, Tom, because when you get a blitz package like that and your offensive line can first of all figure it out and then get it blocked, it's very tough to cover one-on-one in the secondary.
Kruger was there on the tackle. That'll be a 7-yard pickup. That'll bring up second down. They'll need about 3 yards here on second down. Comes down with it. He does a good job to hang on to the ball. They lose 4 on that one.
As a quarterback, sometimes you just have to see a play breaking down and get rid of the football and try it again on the next down.
Gets the pass away. I think they caught the defense offsides. Here's the call. Offside. Defense. They'll go with the run once again. That's a 2-yard gain.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Rolling right. Dumps it out right. Good, makes the tackle.
Just keeps the ball moving down the field. 6-yard gain and a little progress.
Toss. Fumble on the play. There's a battle for it. Vanden Bosch grabs it up. The Seahawks come away with the football.
Great job fighting for the ball at the bottom of that pile. It's hard to imagine anybody's going to wrestle the ball away from him.
Coach Mike Singletary disagrees with the call, so he's going to challenge it. What a saving play. They'll reverse the call on this fumble.
You know, it's just not easy to see when the runner is down, and that time the officials took their time, able to take a second look, and they got it right.
Passes. And the pass falls incomplete.
Well, you could see the receiver doing all he could to keep his feet in bounds, but that pass just let him out of bounds.
They're going to pitch it. He can't bring him down. That's a 3-yard gain, and so it'll be 3rd down. Throws it short. Tackle was made by Taylor.
It's tough to pay too much attention to a running back in the passing game because at least half the time they're staying in the block. So when they do slip out, occasionally they can hit you for a big play.
Here's the give. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
Well, you know you've got an aggressive safety when he's making tackles for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Typically, these guys are trying to not give up a big play in the passing game. Now when you see somebody in the backfield, that's impressive.
He's dropped.
I really like what they did that time. Nice job by the Seahawks.
Deep pass to the end zone.
Anytime you give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those passes completed.
San Francisco is looking to go up by 3. Off the upright and good. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. Brought down at the 23-yard line. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. He's there for the catch. Hahi makes the tackle.
Yeah, Tom, every once in a while I see a guy make a play like that, and I just wonder how in the heck did I ever play receiver in this league? These guys are just phenomenal athletes.
He rolls out to the right.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Is complete. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Here's the halfback. He fights forward to about the 36. They get 2 yards. That brings up 2nd down. Short throw to the left. He tries to spin, and he is dropped. You can tell these guys practice that play quite a bit.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today.
3 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Hit as he throws.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe throw there where only the receiver can make a play on the ball. Just a little too wide on that one.
The pass is away.
The Seahawks are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
First down now and 10 to go. We've played a quarter. The score is 3-0, 49ers. Passes it. Carried. Intercepts it.
Tom, I think he got baited into that throw. He thought the defensive back was going elsewhere. He did a little fake, came back in, made the pick. Just a real heads-up play.
That marks the 40th time in his career he's picked off a pass. Passes the ball.
The 49ers have been facing a pretty stiff pass defense so far. They haven't been getting too much on their completions, but that time, a big play, and that's exactly what they needed.
Hands it off. That's a nice 6-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go now.
Here's the halfback. Tribble will tackle him for a loss at the 43.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
Gets the pass away. He catches another. Ike Taylor is there to bring him down.
The 49ers are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
Again with the carry. Sidbury is there on the tackle. 4 yards on that play. That brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's go right here. All right.
Gets the ball away. And he's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one, just thrown a little bit too far outside.
Gets the pass out. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
And those are the kind of big 3rd down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
It's good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. They get him at the 32-yard line. The Seahawks suffered an interception on their last possession. Dumps it out left. Tackle was made by Carey. Collins makes his 3rd catch of the game. Makes the short throw. Intercepted. Holmes was there to bring him down. And the defense just came away with their 2nd of the half.
This defense is good, no question about it, and I like the way they're changing their looks out there, sort of like a good pitcher. They're not letting him settle in on one particular defense and really taking advantage of it.
Dumps it out right. Williams was the intended receiver.
2nd down.
They line up at the 33. Roethlisberger to the pitch. He fights forward to about the 30.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
He gets out to about the 28-yard line. Good makes the tackle.
Well, that's just a big run stop right there. You have a very proud defensive line that was just going to take control of that situation.
And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
Brought down at the 24-yard line. The Seahawks come back out looking for better results than their last time on the field. Collins gains about 4 yards on the play from their own 28-yard line. He throws left. No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down. They go with the toss. And they're not going to get it. Great stop. Collins gets about 4 yards on the play. San Francisco looks like they're sending everything but the kitchen sink at this punt. Takes it back to around the 40.
The 49ers are feeling a pretty good vibe right now on offense. They feel like they can move the ball at will, and they've got a bit of a cushion, but still too early to relax. Can't let off the gas now.
Throws it short. Inside the 30.
This is a guy who is so good against the blitz. People try to come after him, but he has an ability inside that pocket to make a defender miss, sidestep somebody, buy a little time, and get that big completion.
That'll make it 1st and goal following the big pass.
All right, boys. Time to go. Let's go, man.
Barely gets that one off.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Inside handoff. Still working. The 49ers score the game's first touchdown.
What a run that was. He was trapped behind the line of scrimmage. It looked like he was going to go down for a big loss. Instead, he breaks the tackle and runs it in for the touchdown.
Rob Baronis adds the extra point. Here's your sprint drive summary. He gets it back out to the 20-yard line.
The offense really needs to get something going on this series. Maybe even just a field goal on the board is enough to get them jump-started.
On the delay, he fights forward to about the 23. 3 yards there.
And, Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal damage.
Ryan Arakpo was defending on the play.
He's one of those quarterbacks who trusts his arm maybe a little bit too much. He should have never thrown that ball.
He's dragged down on the play. Well, now they'll be faced with a 4th down situation.
Good teamwork that time on the part of this defensive line. The blockers just could not get the job done.
They get him at the 46-yard line.
The 49ers have been rolling so far, and now they can really start to take control of this one with another touchdown.
Here's the give. He makes his way to about the 45 before he's wrestled to the ground. Looks to be about a 9-yard gain, and that will bring up 2nd down. Gets the pass off. It's incomplete.
Ben Roethlisberger was simply trying too hard that time. He got a little excited and let that ball get away from him. That's something that you'll see from inaccurate passers from time to time.
Short throw to the left.
Ben Roethlisberger is not the most accurate passer in the league. He lets balls get away from him sometimes, and occasionally they're fairly easy completions.
And not a good bounce on the punt.
It's only a 2-possession game, but still they need to get their offense going before things start to get out of hand here.
Throws it. He goes up high for the catch. He's been consistent all season and was just rewarded by hauling in his 100th catch.
It really is amazing how much the game has changed. 100 receptions would have been unheard of when I played, and now it's a little more commonplace. The passing game has simply taken over as the dominant force in the game of football.
There for the reception. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
Dumps it out right. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up. Man deep. Puts it up there. LaRon Landry had the coverage on the play. They line up at the 48. Here's the throw.
The Seahawks are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
It's 1st and 10. Throws it. He leaps. It's caught. He's tackled around the 4-yard line by Carey. Santonio Holmes makes his first catch of the game. They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
Is there for the catch.
Well, defensively, the hardest part is you know you have to attack the run here, and so sometimes those tight ends can just sneak out for a touchdown.
Matt Prater tacks on the extra point.
Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. Roethlisberger with the give. The 49ers just took their first time out from their own 23-yard line. They hand it off again. He's hammered in the backfield.
Yeah, and we know defensive ends are probably some of the most athletic guys in the league, and typically you think about them getting after the quarterback, but that time he uses athleticism to make a big stop in the run.
We're going to be big time now. Come on, team, let's go. Good, good, good. We're going to take it back to top row for you. Let's go. Come on, come on. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Don't wait on nobody else to make it. You make the play.
Time for a short break as we send you to the studio for stats and highlights.
Welcome to the halftime show. Let's get you caught up with what's happening around the league.
Here are the other scores from the first half of action. Here's a look at the first half stats. The total number of plays that each team has run is just about even. San Francisco leads it by 9. Here are the highlights from your game.
The second half is about to begin. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to San Francisco. makes it to the 22. They'll start at the 22-yard line. First down now and 10 to go. He throws right. It's picked. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown.
You know, it's hard to believe that you can lose a guy that big, but sometimes those linebackers dropping underneath in coverage, quarterbacks just don't see him, and he threw it right to him.
Matt Prater makes it a 2-point game.
Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary.
He makes it back to the 25. The defense is coming off that big play just a moment ago, so the momentum is on their side. Feeds it to the back. The stop was made by Tribble. They get 2 yards.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short game.
Newman makes the tackle.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
They'll keep it on the ground again. He gets out to about the 42-yard line before several defenders bring him down. They'll give it off here. They pick up a good 6 yards there, and so it'll be 3rd down. Gives to the back. That was an impressive run for the first down. First down, 10 to go. Brings it in. They tackle him for a loss. Well behind the line, looks like a loss of 6.
Boy, that gets a little embarrassing. Anytime you spend all week working on a play and it comes out like that, giving the defense a little credit, but that was bad. Yeah, really not much a defense can do when you get a guy that can throw the football like that. You know, you get yourselves in position defensively, you think you're in the right spot, you're going to make a play, and a guy makes a throw like that and you go, hey, that's a good throw. Ben Roethlisberger is really feeling it right now. He's got the hot hand, and, you know, normally he's not a guy that's going to hit a bunch of passes in a row, but he's hot right now.
That's it, baby. That's it right there.
He fights forward to about the 29. Williams was there to bring him down. The running back has it.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
Setting up blockers, he has it on the screen.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
That was a great kick from that distance.
It really was, wasn't it? There are no field goal kicker jokes going on the sideline right now. Just a lot of love.
They get him at the 41-yard line.
I can tell you, as a former offensive player, when you get a good kick return like that, it just takes so much of the pressure off the offense. Now, even if you get a turnover, interception, whatever, you're not backed up in your own end zone. You take the field with more confidence.
Throws it short. Makes the catch. Johnson drops him at the 46-yard line.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to the right side. You're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover.
He tries to spin, but he's brought down. A gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he makes it out to about the 37-yard line.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
They hand it off.
Did he get there? We'll have a measurement.
Ain't no joke out here right now. Where your sports at? I put my face on that game.
The measurement shows us they're just inches away.
They'll line it up for a very long field goal attempt. This one from 54 yards away. It's good.
Here's your Sprint drive summary.
Matt Prater is one of the best long-distance kickers in the league. He's got the leg to get it there from any attempt inside of 60.
He's tackled at the 30. The 49ers take the field, looking to put together a scoring drive. They came away with 3 the last time out. Roethlisberger gives it up the middle.
Kruger makes the tackle.
So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on the 30. They'll go with the run once again. Maybe got a couple of yards, but that's about it. And that makes it 3rd down. Hands it off. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down. The 49ers are lining up to punt it away.
He makes it to the 45.
The Seahawks were able to score on that last series, but just a field goal, and sometimes those are actually momentum shifters for the defense.
They give it to the tailback. Just about 3 yards there. That brings up 2nd down. Here's the pass. It's picked. To the 10. Touchdown, San Francisco. Again, it looks like there was a little miscommunication on that interception.
In the NFL, the quarterback's primary responsibility is to maintain possession of the ball. Don't give it away. He's the most trusted guy on the field, and today he's looking shaky.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks suffered an interception on their last possession.
They're going to pitch it. Won't be stopped. Hightower gains 7 yards on that play. Second and 3 now. Ball on the 27. Looked like someone might have jumped.
False start, offense. Repeat, 2nd down.
Passes it out. Landry gets his hand on it. And now the offense will be faced with a 3rd down situation. Throws it out. So the offense will probably head off the field after failing to convert for a 1st down on that series.
Not a very creative sequence of play calling that time. They just never seem to get anything going on that drive.
They get him at the 37. The 49ers will begin this drive at the 37. Gives it up the gut. He gets out to about the 38-yard line before he gets taken down. Hands it to the back. He fights forward to about the 39.
Sidbury was there on the tackle.
They give it to the tailback. He gets to about the 47-yard line before he's gang tackled. He'll need to mix it up a little better to avoid these 3 and out.
I don't know. I thought they looked pretty mixed up on that series. I didn't see anything go right.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Our score in this one is the 49ers 26, the Seahawks 17. The 49ers have possession and control of the game as we get ready to begin the fourth quarter. It'll go out at the 30. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. Gets the pass away.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
Passes. And the last man gets him.
And the speed was really the difference there. As defenders try to make plays against him, they have to respect that speed. That time they gave him just a little bit too much room.
Hill makes the tackle. Collins gains around 3 yards on the run. The pass is away. Berry has 7 catches in the game.
We gonna do what we do.
Hands off. And he makes it out to about the 17-yard line before he's hit and dropped. It falls incomplete.
Brian Arakpo was defending on the play.
Not so much a bad pass as a bad decision. He saw the coverage there, simply had to go to the next receiver. He didn't make the right move.
Moves up in the pocket. Drops the easy pick. And the pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on third down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
So after that kick, the score is now the Seattle Seahawks 20, the 49ers 26. Gets to about the 24. The defense played exceptionally well the last time this offense had the ball. They hand it off. Second and 7 coming up. Ball on their own 24. Roethlisberger with the draw play. 3rd and 9. Ball on the 25. They'll go with the run once again. And he makes it out to about the 27-yard line before he's tackled.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
Still pushing. He makes it to the 42-yard line. They'll start at the 42. Collins takes the give. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 42. Feeds it to the back. Gains his way to midfield before he's dropped by a host of tackles. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. A little misdirection.
5 yards on the first down. I really like what this offense is starting to do now.
Again with the run. Tahi with the takedown again. That's his 5th tackle of the game. He'll get it again. He didn't get back to the line.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman. So, I've seen these guys. I know these guys. They're big and they're nasty. But at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way.
You just can't let him get the ball, can you? That reception put him over 100 yards.
And this receiver just looks so confident catching the football. You know, if you really believe in your hands, it gives your eyes a chance to look away and try and make some runs after the catch. This guy knows he's going to make every catch and do it solidly.
Passes it. No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down. Let's go.
Passes the ball, and it's completed. Santonio Holmes doesn't make it, or did he?
After discussing it, they ruled no touchdown. The touchdown ties it, and the upcoming extra point will give them the lead.
This game has been so exciting, and it looks like it's going to come down to one final drive to see if they can pull it off.
And the point after is good.
Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint.
Gathered at the 6.
He makes it to the 28.
The offense takes the field, hoping to put something together after their last drive ended in a 3-and-out. It's the tailback. The stop was made by Kevin Williams. Second down now with 10 to go. 2 minutes left in the ball game.
Let's ride, dog. Here we go, boys.
Gets the pass away. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. They take the lead. That's a clutch touchdown to get the lead, but there's still some time left on that clock.
And as we see so often in the NFL, this game is going to come down to that final drive.
Flips it out short. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Brought down at the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks need to get down there and put a touchdown on the board. This is their last shot. A little drama coming here.
Gets the ball away. Nelson makes his third catch of the game. He's running out of time.
Really good work by the 49ers.
Dumps it out left. Barry makes it 9 catches today. Gets the pass out. There for the catch. Put a lot of air under that one.
Yeah, quarterbacks love throwing those little touch passes like that because it shows their finesse. As a receiver, though, sometimes those little touch lofted passes scare you to death if you're watching the ball and you don't know what's coming at you.
Huff has done an excellent job of leading the aerial attack in this one, racking up over 300 yards through the air. Gets the pass off. Interception, and that will seal their fate. And they really could have done without that.
Just when you started to think this offense was starting to find themselves, they have a chance here late in the game, you throw an ugly pick, that's a disaster.
Just make plays, one at a time.
It's the tailback. They pick up a good 6 yards there, and that will bring up second down. The Seahawks take a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining. On the ground, up the middle.
This is close. They'll bring out the chains.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
The measurement shows us they're just inches away.
Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
They'll go with the run once again.
You know, when I spoke to him earlier in the season, he said he wanted to rush for 2,000 yards. Pretty lofty goal. But if the season ended today, 1,500 yards wouldn't be a bad consolation prize.
Seattle will take a timeout, and that was their 3rd and final timeout. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock.
What a team. What a team. Come on, D. Go back to work now. Ohio, Ohio. All right, let's see something down there. Come on, guys, let's go. Show them what you got.
That's all from San Francisco. Stay right there for game highlights.